you join me hunting an Australian carp. I'm on a different venue and I'm hoping it's going to produce the goods. So I've been having a bit of a walk around. I've dropped in an area where the wind's pushing in lovely. It looks good for it, but who knows? Let's get some rods out in the pond. Let's see if we can catch one. Check out these guys then. So I've just come round onto this little spit down on the shallows, and there are literally two lizards sat here by the water's edge. That is cool. You do not see that in the UK. So we've got one just down there, and there's one just down there. They were just catching the morning sun. This stony area, rocky crop here, which is catching the sun, and these two guys were literally just sat on the end soaking it up. How cool is that? That one's looking at me. He's clearly not impressed. But yeah, you definitely don't see that in the UK. So the rig then is literally what I'd be using back home really. I've got a leg clip set up, 15-pound main line, got some tungsten loaded ESP hook length in weedy green, and then I've got a Ronnie section on the end of there, size 4 wide gape hook, and then I've got a 15mm DNA baits PB pop-up. I'm going to be fishing them as singles. It's because I've only got a few hours. I'm going to just fish for maybe 30 minutes or so, see if anything happens, and then just move the rods around. And maybe even try some different areas. Right, I'm going to cast it out further, bring it back, let it drop. Okay, that's way deeper than I thought that was going to be, so it clearly drops off along there. Sink that line down, and then I've got the bite alarms back at the top, so I'm going to walk it back. And then put it on the old bite alarm, bob it on, bite alarm on. Okay, right, that is one rod out there fishing. Right, second rod, exactly the same, although I've got a Fruitalicious hook bait on this one, so a 50mm orange, just for a change of colour. The bottom's quite sandy. I don't know if the yellows will blend in a little bit to the bottom. But I'm going to put this one on, just a different colour. I've not actually used one yet since I've been here. And I am going to chuck this one a lot longer, just out into the open water. Not sure how deep that is, but that's got to be 15-20 foot. The rods are out then, we are fishing. I'm just fishing two singles at the moment. One is on a yellow PB pop-up, the other is on an orange Fruitalicious, both obviously from the DNA range. I'm just fishing them as singles. I can't get any freebies out where I'm fishing. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring any boilie with me because it's classed as animal feed and you're not able to bring it into the country. So I've just bought hook baits, which are classed as lures, and you can actually bring those in your luggage. So yeah, I've bought a few pop-ups with me, well, just two pots, yellow and orange, and I'm just going to go with that for now. I've tried some bait on other sessions and it's not paid off, so I'm going to just fish some singles, move the rods around, cast them about, and just see if we can get them in front of a fish, and hopefully it'll happen. But the wind's pushing down here at the moment. It looks absolutely brilliant out there. It looks perfect for the fish to be down here. The sun's shining as well, so it's lovely and warm at the moment, and I would imagine carp would be following that wind down into this area, hopefully looking for a bit of food. So I've got one rod just past these lilies here, and it was actually surprisingly deeper than I thought, and I've just got one almost just straight out in front of me, probably about 50 yards. Just trying something different really. I'm just fishing single hook baits, and the reason for that is I fished a couple of sessions with bait and caught absolutely nothing, and this is my last chance, if I'm honest. This is my last chance to try and catch an Aussie carp before I go. I've only got about 3 or 4 days left, and I'm not going to be able to get out, unfortunately, till I go now, because I've got stuff booked in, places to go, people to see. So yeah, it's going to be my last chance. So I've got a full day fishing today, but I'm going to spend the morning fishing for carp, hopefully catching one, and then this afternoon I'm actually going back on some salt water after some saltwater species to try and see if I can get a few species under my belt before going home. So yeah, hopefully one of those rods goes wanging off. But you know what, even if I don't get a fish, Just look at that. It is such a ridiculous environment, this. And just down there, there is a lizard. There's actually been a couple of lizards sunning themselves on this rocky area, but since I've got here, they've done the off. But yeah, that is just cool. And if you look down there, it goes all the way down there. It's a big old dam. Don't know how many acres it is, but it is a big bit of water. And I'll be honest, I've got absolutely no idea where the carp are. But yeah, we're going to give it a go. I'm going to try in here for maybe half an hour, see if anything happens. I expect a quick bite if there's anything around, because I think there'll be hungry fish. And yeah, hopefully it goes off. Picked up this on the way. This is basically a cold coffee, but with a bit of chocolate added to it. So we'll do a bit of a taste test, see what it's like. God, that is absolutely lovely. That actually tastes like chocolate milkshake. I can't really taste much coffee in it, but it tastes really good. So yeah, get on it. I've actually tried the standard cold coffee version of this, and it's really nice, which is why I picked this one up. I thought, got a bit of chocolate in it, let's see what it tastes like. But if I'm honest, it just tastes like some kind of thinner milkshake, but it's really good. Yeah, definitely not complaining. Well, I'm on the move again. The first spot didn't produce, but I've just parked the car up there, and the facilities around here are mega. You've even got toilet blocks in each car park, toilet blocks and showers. Unfortunately, that is a little camper van, and a mum and son have just gone down with a kayak, and I've got a feeling they're about to go into the area. I just walked down and had a look around, and there was no one about. I've got a feeling they're about to go exactly where I was intending to go. So I might, yeah, they are. They're literally going where I was thinking of going. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to just walk a bit further down. There's literally picnic areas everywhere. The outdoor living lifestyle here is absolutely fantastic. But I'm gonna walk down further. They've gone out off of that little beachy area, so it does say it's a swimming area. So as they've gone down there, I will go down a bit further. That's a boat ramp, right? I ain't got much choice then. I think I'm gonna have to go in here. Hopefully this kid gives me a bit of a wide berth. How about that for a swim then? I call it a swim, it's obviously not. I've just dropped in an area, there's no swims or anything like that on here. But I've just got in this little beachy, rocky area here where I could get down to the water. There's actually a swimming zone just down from me here. And a mum and son have just gone out to a buoy out there. They're currently going around the buoy on a kayak and a bodyboard. But yeah, I've dropped in here, just put 2 rods out, short range, about 30 yards out at a very long drop. To be fair, I didn't think it was going to be as deep, but it is obviously a dam. It's obviously a deep water. But yeah, I've just dropped them out there where it seems to be dropping off a bit. Seems very sandy, the bottom, so I'm getting a drop everywhere. There's a bit of weed in that other area. I brought a bit of weed back on one of the rods, but along here it just seems very clear. So I don't know if there's going to be carp around because it might be a bit bland, but I'm going to fish in here for half an hour or so. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to jump back in the car. I haven't got long left on the meter, so I might give myself another hour, fish till about midday, and then call it quits then. So I might go down to the dam fishing by the dam and just see if I can get anything down there. It's a big feature. There could be some carp lurking along there potentially. So that's my last option, is to get in along by the dam. But for now, I'm going to give it a go in here, give it 30 minutes. If nothing happens, I get on the move again and try and find them. Well, I've been in this area for about half an hour now and I'm nearly out of parking. So I'm going to reel the rods in and I'm going to go and I think fish one more zone, or at least have a look. So I'm going to go down the other end towards where you come in by the dam. I'm going to have a little look around down there, and if it looks worth a go, I'm going to put another maybe half an hour on the meter and just fish down there for the last half an hour. But we'll see how we get on. If I don't see anything or there's too many people around, I might end up moving on already, but we'll see what happens. So let's get those reels, get those rods reeled in. Let's get on the move and let's see if we can go and catch one. Right, we're back at the car. I'm actually on the Manley Dam now, and I started all the way up the top end. I then moved somewhere down here. And I'm obviously now sort of down towards the dam. So I've kind of fished the top, middle and the bottom end. Well, I haven't fished down the bottom end, but I've obviously ended up down here. I've not seen a single carp. I'm absolutely amazed. But look at that there. It's a whole area covered in lilies. It looks absolutely perfect. And it looks the ideal place for some carp to be. And guess what? I haven't seen a single one. I am so surprised. So yeah, apparently they're an invasive species. They're everywhere. They're ruining the waters in Australia. I'll be quite honest with you, a UK carp angler of 30 years and I can't even catch one. I can't even find one. So I don't know about them being a massive problem out here, because I can't find any. I can't even catch one. And I really thought I was going to be able to catch a few. So I don't know about how much of a problem they are, because I can't even find one, let alone catch one. So yeah, I'm a bit amazed, to be honest, but it's been a mega trip out here, and I've really enjoyed it. So even though I haven't caught that carp, it's been a great time trying. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button, check out this video here if you want to actually see me catch a carp, and until next time, get on the bank, enjoy yourselves. I'll see you next Tuesday at 6:30 for another video, and hopefully we'll have some carp in it. But there's one thing for sure, they won't be Australian.